Whoops, I had the outro on as the intro. Let's go back to the intro. There we go. Hello, welcome everyone to Friday Dev Stream. Let's hope the power stays on this time. Should be all right. Last Friday there was a big snowstorm, and today there is not a big snowstorm, so that should be okay. Yeah, we're working on Steam Workshop support for Sentinels of the Multiverse on Steam, and have been working on integrating the Steam Workshop API to upload content. And it's going really well, actually. So let's see if we get some people popping in. Say hello in the chat if you can hear me. OBS can hear me, so I think it's okay. If you're watching on YouTube, then, you know, maybe another time. You can write a comment. Maybe we'll see it. I know Steam is promoting streaming. I'm just curious if my stream is going to be on the page of the special sale. Where's the special sale? The remote play together sale. /sale. SA/together. Now broadcasting. Wingspan. Nice. It might take a minute for us to show up. I guess we would have been on here last night too. This root. No? What's this one? For the King. I see. Now I'm curious. Where are we? Maybe it takes a minute for us to show up. Oh, there we are. Hello, Steam. We are here. You can watch me watching you. Watch me. All right, let's get to programming. We're actually not going to play Sentinels today. We are developing mod support and workshop integration. So if you want to pop into the chat and you're watching on Steam, you can head on to twitch.tv/Handelabra Games and chat in there. But we haven't had success with the Steam chat. So what I've been working on is uploading mods to Steam. And so the most recent thing, I've actually had quite a bit of good progress, has been uploading and showing an interface for that. As well as part of it was making sure that, so what I have set right now in the folder is Sentinels UI mods, Sentinels mods, that one. I cleared the publish file ID. I just put an X there so it can't see it. So as far as it knows, this is a new mod. And so if I click on Cauldron, there's an upload to Steam Workshop button. And we weren't able to find a mod with the same namespace, so we can create that mod if we're the first with that namespace. But if I choose this one, it doesn't have that button because it looked and found that there is a mod on the store with that namespace, or on the workshop with that namespace, and so it doesn't show the button. So you can't make your own version of the Cauldron and upload it over top or next to. So that's basically making sure that the namespaces are unique on Workshop, which is super important. So I'm very happy that that is working. I did run into some caching issues. I think that the mod has to be public, and then there's like a delay for the query. So that's a factor. But then if I instead don't have my mod manifest screwed up, and I run with that, it's instead going to do the same query we did last time, which was doing an authorship check and saying like, okay, are you the actual owner of this? Like, we find the mod with the namespace. Are you the actual owner of it? And if so, we show the button, and the button has an update. It has an update button here, or a view on workshop, which goes to the page for it that you can edit it and stuff, or update, which will upload any changes. And so I can click it, and like, I'm getting a lot of status over here on the side that I haven't printed on screen yet, but some sort of rough status information. And yeah, so that's kind of cool. So still rough, but you can see we've got buttons happening, and it's set so like you can't close this and screw it up while it's in the middle of it, basically. So yeah, so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm just gonna, I think what I changed here is basically added the namespace check. Add namespace query check to see if we are allowed to upload, to create a new mod. Ad hoc one. Well, create an item. That's how they call it. An item. Hey, Gaming Master LT, we're almost there. Yeah, so this is like the first half here is uploading stuff to the workshop. So we create a workshop item from ad hoc mod, and actually it will save it in the manifest. Don't think I tested that yet, so I should test that. It automatically will then upload the content and open the web page. So that is cool. I guess what I could do is test that out on my other mod that I have from the test, from the engine test. Maybe I'll do that. It doesn't open the web page, but it shows a button for the web page. Querying mods before they're created to avoid duplicates. That is happening. Upload, edit workshop items that you own. That is happening. Show the progress, sort of. It's not doing like the full progress, which I want to do. I want to add a text field for the change notes, because right now when you make a change, it's just putting in a static string that I typed in. So we want to be able to type that in. Right, loading mods, subscribing, all that stuff. Yeah, so that is cool. And then there's the workshop legal agreement. I need to like show a notification that's like, hey, you need to accept the agreement, and open it in the URL or something like that for you. Cool, so we are posting the title. Let's just go and see, because in my mod uploader script here, I have my code where we're setting the title, we're setting the description. We don't have a visibility setting, but you can do that. Can do that on the web. I mean, you can do these other things on the web too. We're uploading content. Preview image we need to do. Tags can be done on the web as well. Additional things can be done on the web as well. Languages. Key value tags is namespace and version. Except actually it's not, it wasn't showing me that it actually uploaded the version. If I go to here, I don't see my key value tag that I actually set. Oh, because I literally did that. Whoops. Okay. How about we actually don't have a horrible copy and paste error there. That's why the version wasn't showing up. Let's go and upload our mod with that change and see that change. Yeah, I think For right now, namespace and version is pretty good. And let's just test it out here. We'll upload. We'll click update item. Bunch of status here. And we're finished. If I reload it on the website. Oh yeah, namespace is workshopping, version equals 0.1. Awesome. So yeah, that's why it was previously showing weirdness. Awesome. So that's important to have the version in there so we can like do a query for the version for the multiplayer stuff. So I'm just going to commit that fix because it's a little bit of a derp. Fix constant. Cool. All right. So yeah, so maybe I'll just make a new checklist here, which is item data that to edit on the web could potentially add to UI if we wanted to. So I don't need this. I'm just basically like, this is all stuff that you can just do on the web. Preview image I want to have locally. Tags. I think we don't need to have additional images. We don't need to have multiple languages. Maybe. I don't actually know. Can you edit that in the web? Edit title and description. Oh yeah, you can do that all in the web. So I don't know that we need to support it in the UI, and the same thing. Well, metadata isn't, but what? Oh, went to the top of that. Probably not needed. I don't think we need to use that metadata field since we have the key value pair. And the item data edit comes from the manifest. That's where it uploads that stuff from. So the preview image, we were looking at like the different shapes of that. So that's one thing we needed to do, but it's not like need to do it today. Yeah, it's something that I want to do. So yeah, so these other text field and upload progress is nice. But I want to like, it's more important that we, like, I want to get, I think it's functional enough now that you could use it. You just be like, oh, where's the progress? I don't know what's happening. It's just like sort of sitting there. Like if I go and add more stuff, like I can just like borrow some graphics from here that like Steam is just going to upload these files. Like I'm just throwing them in here to have data to upload. And you can see there'll be some progress. It won't actually show like a progress bar right now, but that's the goal, is that we could show a progress bar or at least like a number going up. But we can see what happens when I do that here. Upload. We click the, well, we can clear this. So on here, it's just going to say submitting to Steam ... And then over in the log, you can see there's stuff happening. So we can show that. It's just not being, not putting it on the screen right now. Why don't we do that? That's pretty easy, right? Let's do that. And then finished. Yeah. So okay, let's do the progress. I already have a label. I'm not putting anything into it. Let's do the progress. And then if you go to the web page, I believe you can look at your content. I don't know if it's in the change notes. No. Oh, you can actually revert back. Interesting. You can download it as like a zip. Okay. Inappropriate. Yeah, and you can set your tags. Oh. Maybe you can't. I don't know how you would set. You can add links. Maybe you do need to, for tags, need to do that in the editor. I mean, and one thing we want to do is probably have like it automatically generate tags that says like these are heroes and these are fix stats. Fixed. Clear reports. Audit history. I mean, that's probably for me as the developer. Yeah, description doesn't have that. Images and video. These are for additional images, not for the main preview image. Contributors. I wonder if actually, I think that's for like on the website. Comments, delete. Yeah, so you actually can't see the files, and you can't actually edit the tags here, I don't think. Maybe. So maybe tags need to be in here. Maybe need to be done programmatically. I think we might need to like set them up. Yeah, they're defined when it's uploaded. You can override them. So yeah, I think we would need to either allow you to create tags or just like automatically put tags like hero, or like let you pick from tags that we choose. I don't know if we want to let people type freely in. Maybe we do. I don't know. We'll figure that out. But yeah, it looks like that's not something you can actually. I mean, you can change, you can edit them. You can say it has it or hasn't on the website, but you can't actually add new ones. They need to be done from the program. So. Okay. All right, let's show that progress because I think that'll be nice and a nice little visual thing to do, and then we'll get to loading actual mods from the workshop into the game. I think is a cool thing. So progress. So this is just gonna be a label for now. We'll make it visual later. So I have a function here, show progress, that's being called. It's just doing that log. We have this status that comes through, and basically we're just going to like switch on it for like a nicer looking string. If it's invalid, it says it might be finished. So maybe I think we want something like string main. If we have, let's just go through the steps. We have preparing config. It's the first thing. Case preparing config. We'll just preparing config. I don't know. What does that mean? It means processing configuration data. Well, how about we say that? Processing configuration data. Reading and processing content files. Okay, preparing content. Okay, let's just copy a few of these. Preparing content. And it does that thing to me. Uploading content. changes to Steam. Sure. I'll just wonder if this is like just copied from there. From this? Yeah, it is. Okay. It's easier to alt tab over here. Uploading preview file image. To Steam. Committing changes. Committing changes on Steam servers. And I'm going to just, maybe this is processing local configuration data. This is all happening locally, and then later on, then there's uploading, and then there's a part where it's happening on Steam. Here, this invalid one is going to depend on, so basically if the handler is null, it means we finished. Finished. Invalid handle. That's not really. Item update handle. I mean, no one should ever see that, but okay. Those are the different cases that can happen. Then the text is going to be like a string format, basically. With the progress. And we can say basically if bytes total is greater than 0, we can do a percentage. I guess it's like fraction, not a percent yet. And I have a bracket out of place. So yeah, we can show like percent complete. Percent complete. Just like put these together. Maybe I want to go like dot 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 dot. Okay, so percent complete is going to be another string, which is like space and a bracket. Something like that. Percent is going to be math dot, just a round. Maybe a seal to int. Maybe we just make these floats because all of Unity stuff is in floats and it's annoying to use doubles. And we'll seal so it gets to 100. Okay. So that should at least have a main text, and then if there's bytes, something you can saw like there was like a lot often it would be like 0/0. We don't want to worry about that. Sometimes it just sits there at 100%, I guess. It doesn't update. It's only for a few frames, though, it was there, right? So that's fine. Yeah, let's see if this all makes sense. And we set the text. So we're going to want to like throw some more files into here. About 2 of these just to make some a little more size. And go workshop. So one thing we can do is like probably have a preview of like these are the things it's going to send. But I haven't done that yet. Maybe I'll add like a to-do list here, which is like show the information that is going to be uploaded. Like, what's the new title and whatever, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna click update item, and we got, oh, we didn't put the % sign. And also, we forgot to multiply by 100. Whoops. Okay, let's fix that. So yeah, that would be a thing. And we want % sign. Oh, and then I probably broke everything by recompiling in the middle of it. Oh no. Errors. Well, you know, that's stress testing. Let's grab some more files. These. And upload. Hey, look at those % numbers. 6%, 23%. That's pretty good. Committing changes on Steam servers. And it just sort of, yeah. So actually it never gets to that invalid. So, well, that's because I think actually here, the update method, yeah, the update handle is null. Otherwise, we need to clear the progress. Or like, maybe we do in this, because I think there's no more progress. Yeah, once that thing gets set to null, we never update it again. So, I guess we can call show progress with invalid, and that should show finished. Show finished. Cool. That should do it. We can test that without making changes. It'll just do a little upload. I guess we could test updating the description and stuff. I don't know that we actually did that. Secret testing mod. I guess author might be a key value thing we want to send. It's a description. 0.2. Yeah, let's try changing these things and making sure that they get uploaded. It's probably a reasonable thing to test, right? Oh yeah, now it's called secret testing mod. So that's local. Yeah, so pretty quick. No main content changes. Finished. Cool. So then if we go over to the page on Steam, it's called Secret Testing Mod. And it's a description. Nice. And the version was updated here too. So we could maybe put the author as a key value tag. Potentially. I don't know that it's basically like things that we're going to need to access programmatically, so we might not actually need that. It'll come down in the manifest file, because there's a manifest file as well that's included. So cool, that looks good to me. So let's just commit this, and this is basically display progress when uploading to Steam. I approve. And it does show the status and the result and everything there. So it's still like obviously really programmer looking. We'll probably make it look a little bit better, but probably not that much better because it's kind of a behind the scenes thing. Most players are not going to see that. It's okay for it to be a little bit technical. Change notes. Yeah, we'll do that later. So let's subscribe to a mod. Let's subscribe to a mod. Okay, so I want to take my mod out of here. And when I run the game, I should have just the 2 ad hoc mods that I've got there. I probably should like upload it again so it doesn't have all that extra files that it doesn't need. Maybe I'll do that. Save some time downloading it. Mods. If I go here and I like just get rid of this foo folder that has a bunch of stuff from the cauldron in it, and I re-upload it, it will remove that stuff. I guess I could have like reverted it or whatever, but upload. Cool. So the upload's very fast because it does like it checks the difference of the files, and so yeah. So I don't know if actually this shows how big it is. 178 megs. If I reload, now 120 megs. So I don't know why is that big. I guess is it 120 megabytes? It is. Music. Oh, because I have WAV files in here. Okay. Anyways, that's fine. That's fine. Don't put like random stuff in your mod that bloats it for no reason though, right? Okay, so let's move this out. So I want to basically get to the context of like we're not the mod author, we're a mod user. So I want to subscribe to the mod. So if I go to Steam, and I click subscribe here, immediately Sentinels is like, oh, some games will require to relaunch them before the item will be downloaded. Okay. It's validating. Downloading items. Okay. And right, it thinks it's running because of Unity. I wonder where it put those files. So this is like my install folder. Source mods. I'm sure I will find out where they are when I run, because I think I have it printing out. At least it's printing out how many subscriptions are. We're going to need to iterate over those and find out what is in fact installed. I think I'm doing that just in the mod list screen, but we're going to need to do it like here when we start loading mods. Yeah. Number of items 1. That's this like quick get number of subscribed items call, which we don't super care, but we need to show them on the screen, basically. But basically, I think this screen doesn't need to super care about that. It's going to be the mod manager that cares about that stuff. So when it wakes up and calls load mods, it needs to load ad hoc mods and Steam mods. So I think we need to have like 2 methods here where we call and we load all of the ad hoc mods and we load all of the Steam mods, and then we finally load the promo cards at the end. So I think we need to make a couple methods here and break this out. So enumerator, maybe we'll add a method called load promo cards. And this can be private, doesn't need to be, this is just within. And this, I guess this doesn't need to be it's probably quick. Okay, and we have private. Yeah, I think here we're let Unity breathe. This basically let us have a frame to render or whatever, so we aren't like loading a ton. So we do need coroutines for load ad hoc mods. And basically most of this code is going to go in here. Well, copy, paste, and then change. Just moving it basically, but basically that. And then this folder is going to, or sorry, this is going to go yield return, start coroutine, load ad hoc mods, and then so first look for and load up any ad hoc mods, then load up any subscribed workshop items. All right, so here's where we need to like look at the subscribed items. Okay, so there is a whole thing about that here. Consuming content. Majority of subscriptions will happen to the portal, but you can do it programmatically, sure. So we can get the number of subscribed items and then get a list. And there's also in-game notifications that we're going to want to register for and everything, and deal with installations and stuff. All right. So I think here's where we want to call that get subscribed items. Okay, so in mod manager, just pop that first. And yeah, we need to use Steamworks here. So we go through Steam UGC.subscribed item. Oh, I see. We need to call that. Copies them into an array, right? Okay, so you have to create an array. Ugh, C stuff. It's like, come on, just give me a list. Seriously, just give me a list. So var item IDs equals new, whatever that struct is, published file T. So if num items is greater than 0, we don't need to bother doing this if there's none. So we make a new array. We call this with the array. And we also pass the number. Should typically be the same. And the same size as what? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, the same size as this, which is the array. Okay, that does make sense. So it returns the number that were populated, so we can double check our actual items. Like sanity check. Throw a warning, and maybe this is expected. I don't know, like. Okay, so once we get the items, we can actually start looking at them. We get published. Oh, we just literally get IDs. So now we can go. Actual num items. Item ID is item IDs I. Loading item ID. Just like do that. Let's see what if we get our information here when we run. We should see it in like the startup sequence. So because this is part of Mod Manager now. Number scored is 1. Loading item ID. That's our number. Cool. And then we go into the promo card list. Yeah, maybe I'll just put a quick. Cool. Okay, so we need to like get the thing. So how do we get the information? Get item state. Okay, so we might want to. We'll probably make a new method for this. I guess we can just make that method now. So like private load item. So we can go yield return start coroutine. Is this, I guess, does this method return back immediately? We might want to like, yeah, maybe before we make this, let's just do it inline and then we can break it out if we need. So state steam UGC to get items, get item state, install info. We need to know if it's like downloading or whatever, right? It says returns a integer. Use it with the item state flags to determine the state. It's either not tracked on the client subscribed, not just cached. We don't need to worry about legacy, installed and usable, but maybe out of date, needs update, currently downloading or download pending. So basically, what's the good one? Get item install info. Will this return like false if it's not installed? Maybe that's all I really care about, right? If it's installed or not right now. I guess we also care like the state thing. We could like record information or whatever, or log it or something. So we need to have item state installed. This might be a tricky thing. So let's try if state and item state seriously, I can't. I have to like do this. Can I not do this? I want to do, what do I get if I do this? If I and wise them. I guess I need it to be 0, not 0. Then we're okay. Nope. Okay. Item is installed. Let's just see if this makes sense. I guess we can go item state. It's just a number, but we can like look at it. Diog. Log. Anything happening over in Slack? Nothing super that I need to get to. OBS, let me see you. Okay. Okay. Whoa. I don't know. That doesn't matter. Item state 5. So item state 5 is going to be installed and subscribed. Okay. Like added, they get added together, right? And my Boolean logic worked. The item is installed. Cool. So we can now do steam UGC get item install info. We have a size on disk, which is a ulong. We have a string. have a folder size. We have a timestamp. Okay. Out size on disk. We don't care, we're getting these. Out folder size. Out timestamp. Oh, just out folder. No? What? Why? Oh. What? I pass in folder size? That doesn't make sense. Is that an error? No. Oh. Oh my God. It needs to, I need to give it like a length of the string. Don't. I mean, how long is a folder size allowed to be? 2 kilobytes? Let's see if that is okay. It's not the size of the folder on disk, it's the length of that string that is allowed to be. It's like, I don't care. I'm not using C. So if that, and then else we can return false. Fortunately, it only returns booleans, and like, oh, it could have been these cases. Well, like, return me not just a boolean. Return me something that tells me what happened. Whatever, you get there. It just ends up being hard to debug problems. So now we can. All we care about is the folder. Like, we don't care about anything else. All right. Let's see what we get. Items installed at workshop content, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Success. So, workshop content. Oh yeah, mods for other games. This is it. Hey, look, it's our stuff. This is all our stuff. It's exactly what we want. And actually, this code can just be pointed at that exact path. So that is what we want. Okay, so what we want to do is let's just make a coroutine for load workshop mods. And do this in there. And in here, we're looping over the very end. We will like actually put our yield. Yeah, and this actually yield only needs to be like once we actually. It doesn't need to be like if we failed, it's I guess you can't have a yield inside a try and catch. I guess that's probably part of the issue. This can still be like, I don't want it to be like if you subscribe to a bunch and they're not installed, like have it be sitting there for no reason. It can just loop over them. Cool. So what I want to have is a private load mod from a string from a folder, basically. Yeah, basically this. Like this is the whole path. Let's say path. Mod path. We can say load mod. And then load DLL. Right, takes the whole path. This is taking the whole path as well, which is interesting. And fine. Fine, I guess. Maybe we'll tweak that. That's not a huge deal. I don't know that we actually care about. We looked that up other times, so we might need to change it. Right, so basically all this stuff in here, we're going to call load mod. Let's call this mod paths. We just try loading it. We wait a frame. Same thing here. Load mod in the folder. Cool. So this should now be trying to load the mod from the Steam folder. And we'll output all the errors and stuff. Oh, and we need to, there's a property that says if it's a workshop, is from workshop. And we're just always passing false. Yeah, so we need to, so string from workshop. Pass that in, and here we say this is true from workshop. What? String. Bool. Boolean. And from here, it's false. Cool. Let's see how we do. Are we actually having a mod installed? Item is installed. Load mod. We got the manifest. Load the assembly. Make the test game. Go to the workshop screen. Secret testing mod. So it puts the number here because that's what it has for the. That's what the folder name is. So we can definitely like have this show different things, but we don't super care about that right now. Cool. We're loading that subscribed, right, from Steam. That's really cool. I think that is a nice little milestone. We uploaded a mod to Steam. We downloaded a mod from Steam, and we can actually, I guess, play it. Here is our hug monster. Is it not finding? Oh, it's not looking. Okay, so it's not looking in the right place. Not looking in the right place for the graphics. So that is something that I can sort out. Where's... Because we do have graphics for these things. And it's like, I can't find them in the mods folder. So it's not loading the graphics from the right place. But it is loading the DLL, which is... That's all I care about. Yeah, because it's just looking in like the root path. So we need, actually, we need the mod manifest object here to know what its full path is, basically. And honestly, do we use this name property? Maybe this is just the path. Totally. Yeah, this is like get absolute path, but we can actually know the absolute path. We don't need to actually build it. We're building it here. I think we can just. I'm going to change this. Well, let's come out what we have because I'm happy with that. Initial loading of mods from Steam Workshop subscribed items. Let's change this to path. And then yeah, we don't, it's just basically mod path is mod.path. And this do we care about the mod? We just care about getting the path. This is like, yeah. Mod path equals get mod path for mod space. And if mod path is not null, do that. Same thing's probably going to be in other spots here where we're, yeah. Tidying up some of these things. Right, this is save published file 80 to manifest. Only is it going to be called on, actually this, yeah, this is just, we don't need to do these path combines anymore because mod.path is always the full path. That's fine. That's fine. Here we can do like path dot for now file dot, oh come on, system file IO. I'll just leave it as that for now. So we might have broken some stuff. Let's see how broken. What else is using this mod.path now if we search it? There's that, yeah, there was a thing that was doing get absolute path. But no one actually... Yeah, this can literally just be mod.path. I guess that's fine. Because we logged it out. So we don't need this method anymore. So that's finding the manifest path. This is given the JSON object, so yeah, I think everything should be good here. Let's just make sure everything's still working. That mod name never really meant anything because you could just change the folder name anyway, right? So everything loaded in the workshop screen. Interesting. That path is supposed to be the full path, but it's not. Oh, because we didn't change what we are passing into the constructor, did we? We need to do that. Mod path. And then mod name is just like not a thing. Everything is based on the path, which honestly is totally fine. And then I wonder what's using that root path anymore. Probably just like that should only be, the root folder should only be really used for like find the mods now. Yeah, and that's literally the only thing that it's used for now. So good. Right, so here this has, oh, that's not a full path, is it? Oh, but it is a full path when it's there, so that's fine. So actually we do need an absolute path. So let's, when we create that mod, let's use the absolute path. Path.get absolute path. Get full path. That's what I want to be just used everywhere, and then we don't need to worry about it. I guess we always get a full path from the workshop thing, but just in case, it can't hurt to like always have a full path. Yeah, so it's really tiny, but that's the full path. That's not an important label really, so I probably just will get rid of that. Or maybe like for, it can show like the folder name that it's ad hoc and here it is or whatever, but like obviously we don't need to show it for the Steam ones. That's not an important thing. We do need to show that it is from Steam versus not from Steam or whatever. So cool. So that, and actually the point of this was to try to make sure it would load the graphics and content. So Let's check that. New game. There we go. Well, it didn't load that. Maybe I don't have a graphic for that. There's my dev stream, but it's not loading. Is that file? Is this the? This is the mod folder. 337 blah blah blah. Large card textures. Oh, so there isn't a file here. So let's look at. It's like correctly there is no file. Where's our heroes? Here. Yeah, okay, there's the full card textures there. Okay. Crisis averted. So we go to the content here. Yeah, we see our horrible stuff. Oh yeah, and our background images. And our wavered bunker images. And our cutouts that we copied from Unity and stuff. So yeah, that's all loading, and that's all coming from the Steam folder, not from our local folder, because that isn't even there. All right, so I'm gonna say change mod manifest dot name to path, and for ease of using it to load mod resources regardless of ad hoc or workshop. How about that? Cool, cool, cool. All right. That is, we're rolling right along here. So load mods from workshop item list. Yeah. And I guess having it load the resources and everything, I didn't realize would be a little separate thing, but I guess that was a bug. I don't know. Very cool. Very cool. So, what's next? Indicating whether it's ad hoc or subscribed is, I think, important. Handle subscribing, unsubscribing, and downloading in the background is nice. Getting them from a new game screen when joining a room, yeah, in multiplayer. Joining a room means multiplayer, but playtime tracking would be nice. Unsubscribing maybe. Cool, this is all rolling along nicely. I feel happy about this. Probably could even like ship this weekend, maybe. We'll see. Let's see what else we can get to here. I'm gonna take a quick break. I will return, but things are going great. Let's be right back. Time for the chair stream. right. We're back. Back for business. In business, for business. With and without business. Okay. So what do we want to do here? So I do want to show the ad hoc or subscribed, whether I think that's going to be a good indicator. Now we have the ability to actually have two different things. So when we go to, this is going to be like a visual polish thing as well, but even having some indicator is going to be helpful. So even just something like a button that's like view on Steam, I think having this area be separated between, is this a grid? Yeah, but we could create like a text or have something here that's like a separator, which is like ad hoc. Oh, well, ad hoc below. And like put it, wherever. Could make sense. Sort that by subscribed mods at the top and ad hoc mods underneath, or the other way around. Or having a different style of button or something like that. Certainly would work. Some way to indicate it, basically. So maybe we just put like a little icon or something right now that shows that it's from Steam. So let's go and do that. Go to the screen. Go to the screen. And mod list entry is, this prefab. We're going to want it to have like some, workshop indicator. All right, modview.cs. These are like, okay. These are the section of things that are on. Things that are usually there. Things in a detail view context. So just a game object, which is like workshop indicator. From workshop, is that what I say? From workshop? From workshop. That's what I do say. Is from workshop indicator. I don't like putting is unless it's an actual boolean. From workshop indicator. And we can say if this dot from workshop indicator is not null. Like that. So that's just going to show like a little Steam icon or something like that there. And I think what we want is when we populate the list, I want the loaded mods get loaded mods order by need to use a link. This screen actually isn't using Steamworks anymore. Dot order by descending. So put your workshop ones first and your ad hoc ones after. Cool. So we just need to put a thing on the view. So I guess guess we can just add the prefab right here. We can create a little image, which is from workshop indicator, and we'll tuck it over here and say it's like that. Maybe the title label needs to make room for it. And maybe we have two different icons. One is like a Steam icon and one is like a some other kind of icon. We could play around with that maybe. But if we apply, then we get that. And I don't know if we can just run. I think we can run this because we have it set up to be able to do that. It might not load. It won't connect to Steam though. Yeah, that's a Steam Manager is not going to pop up and it's going to give me a bunch of errors. Yeah. Steam's not initialized. So we need to go back out to at least the main menu, but maybe the splash screen. Maybe, yeah, I think that's where we have the Steam Manager from the splash screen. To make sure it starts connecting to Steam immediately. Hey, look. So that one's first, and it has a little icon, and technically, that is what I want. Obviously, let's do a little more. So I do want to, let's do a little bit more. So what we want to do is not just show on the button, but also show on the panel some different information. So in the details panel, I want to show, author level version folder label is only important for maybe we change this to a button, because basically it's like you can view it on Steam Workshop, or you can like open the folder locally because it's an ad hoc mod and you're working on it, right? Like that's the two main contexts. Yeah, I mean, people might install mods ad hoc, but like that's not the main. People will mainly be getting them from Workshop. So maybe instead of this folder label, we add a button here, which is view on Steam button. We can have two separate buttons because you might, so view on Steam Workshop, and then we have another button which is open folder button, open local folder. We don't want this folder label then. And then we'll just hide these buttons if they don't make sense, right? So, so let's see. So in mod view, we need to add button view on, I guess it's like open view on Steam button. I have another button on this that's called that. I'll just link button. Yeah, it's not a great name. View on Steam button. Open folder button. Okay. if this dot open folder button, we're only going to show it if the mod is not from the workshop. And conversely, view on Steam button is going to be shown if it is from the workshop. Because you can get to the view on Steam from the upload panel otherwise. And we're not going to need this folder label, I think, anymore, so just get rid of it. That was more useful in early development time, and we don't need that anymore. And then we need click handlers for those. View on Steam and open folder. I think we can just, well, yeah, I'm going to take this. There's a thing here which is calling the open folder. This open link. I'm going to put this in the mod manifest. View on Steam. We can say do that. How about that? And then in the uploader, it can just call the thing on the mod. We don't have to have this other thing in multiple places. Mod view on Steam. And dot open. How do you like open the folder? I probably just open URL with a file URL. Unity open folder. All right, let's show in Explorer. It's probably open URL, right? Application. Reveal in Finder. Yeah, but this is an editor. Yeah. Open in file browser. Mod.path. We might have to escape it. Let's try that. That might work. It might work, might not work. Okay, so these need to be hooked up, and they need to have hooked up both ways. View on Steam button, open folder button, and they need to have their click handlers, and also turn those things off. All right, that needs to go to the mod view. Open folder. And this needs to go to the mod view. View on Steam. Turn off navigation. Turn off navigation. Turn off navigation. And that's upload to Steam. Okay, so that is all good. Let's try it out. This is going to be another indicator, right? If you have that open local folder button, that means it's an ad hoc mod as well. / you have the upload to Steam button if it doesn't already exist. So in secret testing mod, I can show content or view on Steam Workshop, which opens that. Gotta love it. And if I go to Cauldron, I can open the local folder and hey, there it is. Or I can click upload to Steam Workshop, but I don't want to do that. I'm not the one uploading that. Yeah, so some of the buttons are like a little boop, boop, boop. So we might probably rearrange like where those buttons go and stuff. But that's neat. Let me make that version label a little nicer, at least. Cool. Make sure that's showing up right. We'll probably get some visual polish on this screen next week. Work with Jennifer on that. We have to make this scroll too, I think. Because right now it is not. Nice. Okay. So, I mean, honestly, I don't know that I like this little thing is going to be probably a checkbox to like turn it on and off. But for now, that's something. Just to sort of as a proof of concept, I guess. So let's make sure we have a saved project and commit this stuff, which is add visual indicator of whether a mod is from ad hoc or workshop. Add buttons to open folder or workshop page. Cool. All right. So that is done. Oh, not done visually, but it's functional, and we can always tweak how it looks. Subscribing. I'm subscribing and downloading items in the background. It's going to be a pain in the butt. Probably, well, maybe it'll be fine. I think you can't, if you unsubscribe, it does not remove it while the game is running, I believe. So we can check that out. I'm pretty sure it does not. So if we go, oh no. This is where our mod is in Steam. And in the Steam folder. If we go, we've got it loaded here. If we go and unsubscribe from the website, we haven't subscribed to any notifications or anything like that. We could just sort of hook them up just to see what's happening. But Steam doesn't like do anything. Didn't delete it. The mod is still going to work while you're playing. If we go show content, you can see like the graphics are still there and everything. That's cool. And if I stop here, the game is still, as far as Steam thinks the game is still running. So I need to actually quit Unity. So once I quit Unity, it should then delete the mod. This is kind of, that's from the documentation how I understand what it will do. So it went blue, and yep, there it goes. And then when we go back in, it should tell us. Or it should like not be there, basically. So I think maybe let's put in, oh yeah, audio. Let's put in the hooks. Yeah, so it's not there. Put in the hooks for the game to notice that that stuff is happening. Especially for subscribing and downloading, because of the multiplayer thing, we definitely have to do that. I mean, worst case right now, it's just like restart, subscribe to the thing and restart Sentinels. But ideally, you'll be able to just go join a multiplayer game, download the mods, and get into it right away without having to do anything else. So there is a bunch of methods to like subscribe to notifications about that. Yeah, getting download progress. I guess a mod might get updated while you're playing the game. So that's a thing. Item installed, callback handler. Yeah, let's just at least put in those handlers today and like log what's going on. We can initiate downloading a workshop item. We can notify when an item, yeah, because I guess if we're running, that's what I'm curious about. If we're running, do we get to notice that like the thing got installed? I'm pretty sure you do. Pretty sure you do. And those kind of things can live in the mod manager, which is always going to be around. So add a callback. Register a callback handler. Is that a thing that I have ever done? I don't know. We don't do a lot of like callback based things on Steam. That just could like happen. We like do queries and get results. We don't like, hey, what if, you know, your friend logged in or something like that. That's not a thing that we've done a ton. I think maybe there's one if your Steam name changes. Does Steam social user have a callback based on that? Steam social. These have, okay, callbacks for loading. Because these are callbacks, not call results. Where do we use this? Come on. We create the callback and we unregister when we're done. Okay, so basically in the mod manager, we want to set up Steam callbacks to be notified about mods coming and going. So we need to hold on to it, I guess. Something like this, but the right type. Is on demand. What even is that? Did I make that? I guess obviously I made it. Oh, I guess that's if like I'm making it from game view or whatever versus from the, I don't know if anything actually uses that or it's just, oh yeah, there you go. Look at that. Allowing duplicates. Look, I'm smart. I made a thing. Should probably have documented it. Steam callbacks. So callback on item installed T. Goes out to all running applications to ensure the app ID matches what you expect. So item installed Steam callback. And we set that up. Yeah, we sort of have this mechanism is like matching up normal C# callbacks with Steam callbacks. So we have to add a setup here, which is applying this. And we're never going to unregister it, at least. something like this. Throw this at the bottom. Handle item installed, and it's an item installed T. And I think we just keep it. We don't like ever get rid of it. Oh, and this should be item installed T. Okay. And then this object tells us, yeah. A workshop item has been installed or updated. So we need to make sure it belongs to us. If p callback dot the app ID equals game constants dot Steam app ID. Then maybe we'll put the login here. Okay. Then we can call like install mod on it or whatever, right? Like, or we can maybe move this stuff into a new function that you pass the ID. Cool. Is there any other callbacks that... Yeah, it can't be uninstalled while you're playing, I guess. So that's why there's no callback for that. And we can query like download state while something is downloading. Okay, so we should at least be able to see this callback get called. And I don't think we ever need to unregister from it. So I think we're still... I guess we can run. We can click subscribe and we'll see that it should... Or like install a mod for Slay the Spire and it's like, hey, it sends it out to everyone. I guess maybe there's a reason why that exists, but anyways. All right, so let's go and we click subscribe. Some games will require you to relaunch them. Ah. Visual Studio wants to update. Oh, hey. Handle item installed. So it did call the method. And then we could then load the mod dynamically at that point. I mean, but oh, I wonder if when did that get called? Like when it was finished installing or something? I don't know. There's probably a bunch of stuff to deal with there. So I'm happy just sort of noting it for this initial moment here. Add callback to see when an item is installed while the game is running. I'm kind of more interested right now at like in the main cases in like getting this out for people to start getting their mods posted. Just to start on that, I was just curious like how complicated that would be. It seems like maybe it's not going to be too bad. then there's the multiplayer thing. So yeah, I think in terms of like what I want for people to be able to have for an update, I think it's this workshop thing. We need to make sure that people see that. That's like a requirement from Steam. And the text field. I mean, the information is going to be uploaded as like what you see on the screen. It's from the manifest. So, oh yeah, and the preview image. That's kind of important. Let's see if we can get those today, and then I'd be pretty happy with that as a start, and people can start like getting their mods like together. Actually, it probably won't work while the mod store is not visible. So that's another thing we need to take care of. But yeah, let's add this text field. Well, yeah, let's add the text field that we can show like the change notes that right now are just like blank, and you can edit them on the web, but we can at least like have something there. So let's go into this screen, and then we'll do the image as well. I think we can do that today as well, and then we'll see if we can get to the point of getting this out into the alpha branch or not. We got a lot going on with Spirit Islands, so I don't know how much time I have for that. But progress is good. Yeah, so I think, yeah, probably just above the button container, we're going to want to add a notes container and add a layout element to that and say it has to be 80 or whatever. And because I need to have a label on it and an input field. So up here, what do they call it on Steam? Change notes. Change notes. Don't like that they make the text gray. Let's just do this. And the input field can be multi-line, right? That's a thing. Multi-line, new line. And fill the space. Oops. Fill the space, but for the top area. And the placeholder can say enter change notes. I know the API had a method for that. Updating set item. No, I guess it was part of the. Where do we actually put that? Note. A change note. Submit item update. Is there a limit to that? Optional, set to null for no change note. A brief description of the changes made. Sure, why don't we just use their verbiage here. And notes, input. Cool. And then when we're adding a new one, we just hide that near. We do that. And I think the just want to make sure now that we're adding more to this that we're going to have room when stuff starts adding. That can be best fit, I think. That's okay. Then the status will just sort of get smaller. If it's too big, we can just hide these notes once you click submit anyways. Okay, so let's go into the uploader and we want input field, notes input field, and notes container. And yeah, so if you're creating one, but if you are this is okay. Creating one, it's fine. If you're updating it, you don't have to set a thing, but you can. Then when we go to edit item, we can like hide it. Notes container dot, notes input field, value, text, yeah. And we just hide it now. Get the notes and hide the input. Cool. Yeah, that should probably be good. Let's hook it up, the container and the input field. And let's try it. Except my mod is not there, so it's not gonna let me do it. That is, yeah, that's kind of where I want to be. This AAA is my weird folder name. All right, let's run. And secret testing mod, not on Steam. Update your Steam Workshop item. Change notes. Here are some notes. They are so notey. Noted. See if new lines are allowed. Got an error. Add assembly already registered. Oh, I wonder if it's because it's subscribed and it came in from that. That is a thing that you could do and would be. I guess it's just gonna like not load the Steam one. Also, this auto size is hilarious, and that's not what I wanted. Also, where'd the heading went off? It went too small, and it disappeared. Okay, we'll fix that. This auto size, like you can't set a. Oh, you can set a maximum size. Okay, maximum size. Don't be silly. We'll fix that. Finished. Let's check to see what happened here. It still says a change note, but it's also not reloading. Maybe because nothing actually changed. I think if nothing actually changed, it doesn't tell you, and it doesn't put the note. So we need to actually make a change. So let's fix the screen while I'm just thinking about it, and update upload panel. So this should be like 40 high. It can be bigger, that's okay. But the status label should not be going bigger than 20. Not 209, but 20. That's fine. Yeah, and then that's probably all going to be fine. So I need to actually have a change. So yeah, it's interesting. That error came from the engine, but we can actually check for that earlier. We should check for that earlier, right? Like in the mod manager, we can check and see, hey, like that shouldn't be allowed. Not this part. In load mod, I mean, we get false, I think, and we don't add it to our loaded mods list. But we can also like look at our other mods and like not even try to load the DLL if the manifest is already there. So like we can do another check here to see if there's another mod with the same namespace before doing anything. Get mod. Find mod. Yeah. Other mod is this. If other mod is null, we carry on. We will like debug log warning, and all these things are like, I want to have them go into like a label that like you can see like why didn't my mod load, but there is already a mod loaded with this namespace. Maybe I'll do like, there's already a mod loaded with the namespace blep at blop. And then first is the namespace, and the other is the other mod dot path. Cool. So then I'll show up in the log at least. All right, so we actually need to, let's just change the manifest. Secret testing mod 2. The return. So now, instead of an error, we got a warning that says there's already a mod loaded with the namespace workshopping at the path. And the surrounding logs are probably saying, like, we're trying to load the mod from the workshop and everything. Cool. All right, so in here, we upload this. These are my notes. Notes are so good. Noted again. Let's see if we get any message from the Steam API about that, or if it's happy. There's no, like, as far as I can tell, there's no way you can see, like, did it do anything? Or not. Show me. Secret mod testing 2. Maybe just if I reload it's... Oh yeah, so yeah, here's my notes. And then you can actually just edit them if you want. But that's cool. Cool. Ban the item. I guess I'm a moderator. All right, that is good, and it went away, which is good. And if we go to like upload a new one, it says finished, but it shouldn't say that. It should clear that when we go into that first. When we first open up the mod uploader. This.progress label is blank. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so that should do it for that little thing, which is add text field for change notes when uploading to Steam. I guess this is different. This is check for existing, check for mod with the same namespace before trying to load its DLL. Because you know it's going to fail, so why bother trying when you know you will fail? I mean, error handling, I guess. Okay, workshop legal agreement stuff. What we're supposed to do here, this is pretty basic, I think. We just show that when we call the thingy. Man, I'm good at talking. Creating content. Yeah, the thing should be checked. If it's true, it should be redirected to accept the legal agreement. Include text next to the button to the effect of, by submitting this item, you agree to the workshop terms of service. Afterwards, open the browser window. Okay. Hey, Frenzy. Man, I'm good at talking, yeah. Yeah, let's do this bit because we want to have this stuff if it's going to be used by people. So, let's just go right to this screen and put that in. So under the go button, which is going to say like upload or whatever, so these buttons maybe go at the top. Oh, that one is on the right. 0. Actually, yeah, this could be like a separate thing in the layout, couldn't it? Let's just do this. Leave those where they are. This wants to be actually 50 tall. Oh, what? Go button. Oh, still wants to be at the top. Go button. What are you doing? Let's just create a button that opens to that page. Is that silly? Maybe. That just has that text. Go in the layout. You agree to the Steam Workshop Terms of Service. And when you click it, it goes to it. The link that they want. This. And on click, do the on click. I know it's a little weird. And like this could all be like underlined and blue, dark blue, and underlined. Can we do that? Maybe we can't do that. But we can like, I don't know. Get it a little bit bigger. Make it bold. Oh, that looks bad. Let's just make it like a darker blue. That seems fine. Let's just make it not be weirdly sized. Maybe it's gonna get weirdly sized, isn't it? Is it gonna get weirdly sized? It's gonna get weirdly sized. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird. We're not opening the browser window like directly. We're like, we have a button so that you can click it to open it. We can have it open it automatically. Maybe the first time you upload it, it opens it automatically. That's probably a good idea, actually. Yeah, I don't like that being the way it is. So I'm gonna go back to what I was doing here and say this is at the top and this is up. I'm gonna go back. And this is gonna go up there. Whoops, well, it's fine. This is just gonna be a text that goes and this could be a button, and then you just, if you tap on it, it goes there without looking like a button. I'm kind of okay with that. So this goes all the way at the bottom, and it's like 30. Why is this container going so big? That's fine. Maybe it's 40, and the whole thing wants to be 100. All right, let's go with that. So when you first create one, maybe we need to add like a created item. because what we do is we like create it, and that directly like goes to the up, like it then does the submission, which is a separate process. So if we get to the callback from create and it's successful, refresh the UI, but we say created item was true, I think, and then here we can reset that. But we call show again just to like refresh the whole UI, but we can set that created flag after. Then this goes through, and once it gets to the end of this, if we created it, pop open the workshop page for the first time. Mod.bu on Steam. It says to use this like Steam URL. I don't know if I don't want to, it says to go into the overlay, but I'd rather open it in your browser separately. That's my feeling. Maybe other people have other ideas. I don't know. The overlay is like kind of annoying. We can always change it in that one spot to have it try to open the overlay instead. Anyways, I think that covers this pretty well. So now let's just go to the splashy screen. Yeah, so this is always going to be here. We can make that look nicer or whatever. I accept again. I always accept. And when it'll go to this page when you first upload it. It's pretty straightforward. Okay. I'm not going to test that because I would need to create a new mod, and maybe I won't right now. Here we basically, we set the created flag to be true, and then if it's true, we do the thing, and we reset it every time, so I'm not too worried about that. So, and I don't know why it like, I guess like we could like make the button red or something if like this is false, but as soon as you go to that page, it'll be like you need to accept the agreement, I think. I don't know if you can unaccept the agreement. Maybe not. Add terms of service button and automatically open page when you create your item initially. Cool. That is that. So I think, pending obviously the screen looking horrible, there's the preview image is the next thing, and maybe the tags. But the main thing is the preview. These things are definitely on the website. These things aren't. So we don't actually have a preview image like thing working at all. So let's do that. Set item preview, primary image, suggested formats. Okay. I'm just curious. This doesn't say anything about this is someone else's code doing what I'm doing. I think this is supposed to be a square image, but I don't know. This is someone doing it. How to do it. I guess this one's a widescreen one. What game is this? Space Engineers. Uses... Wow. There's 130,000 mods. What? 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 These are using little widescreen ones, but also sometimes someone uploads a different aspect ratio. Interesting. Yeah. I don't know how to choose. Square? Square, not square? I think it seems like the widescreen is the more popular, right? Like the more popular aspect ratio. 130,000 mods. It's our squad goals, everyone. I feel like 16 by 9 seems popular. Square is easy to lay out around. Maybe. I don't know that. I think it's just like you pick one and show it, but yeah, look at that's wild. More than 130,000 probably, right? But like it's a lot of mods. Yeah, some people have uploaded their images in a more narrow ratio, but clearly they have set it to prefer the other size. How do we... Am I allowed to get to our workshop page? Oh, I am. So, that's a square. And that's a square. And so I'm just gonna like open up the Steam backend in another tab here off screen because hashtag secret stuff is on there sometimes. If I go into workshop, general, branding image, workshop title, config options, default preview aspect ratio. So if I change that to 16 by 9, you can actually have different between curated items ready to use. I'm just sort of differentiate them. It's interesting. So if I save that, it's going to check the home page if there's any other. Personally, I kind of like the square, but I understand that it's easy to just be like, take a screenshot and that's my icon. Like, all right, the change is just that. So publish it. I guess it's on the mod itself, you see more because of the square size here versus the 16 by 9. But then in the interface here, you see more with the 16 by 9. So if I reload this, maybe like shift reload, maybe it'll take a while. Maybe it won't. There might be a caching, right? Caching time. But if we looked at the other workshop, and went to like, oh yeah, but this one doesn't have a preview image on the side. This one does. So you can see like you get a bigger preview image, but you're mainly looking at the screenshots, aren't you? But you're also seeing like a bigger image in the list here. But then also when it's in a grid, it has a bunch of empty space because the grid is made for squares. It just wanted to be better. That's all. Maybe, is this an actual image? Like an actual image that is a, yeah, it must be. It's like an actual image file that, anyways, I think I need to upload. I think the 16 by 9 is more popular, and that's what it makes sense to use. So, and they don't even tell us what's the resolution of these files supposed to be. I guess if we go to like Team Fortress 2, that's like the classic. That's all square. Don't warn me. Don't ever warn me. Except that doesn't even have a preview image. Yeah, they're doing square. What if I go to like the most popular? That's a square. Someone took the time to make a nice image here, right? It's like 500 by 500 or something. Uh, 512 by 512. That's like, to me, it's nice. A nice square. A nice square. Power of 2. Beautiful image. Yeah, these look like they're basically 512 by 512 squares. But I can't deny that they look better with the bigger preview image in this view. But then they look worse with the 16 by 9 image in this view. Get it together, Valve, and let people put both. How about that? And then some people do their own letterboxing. It's interesting, like, I don't know, like these don't have preview images. Maybe it's if you only have a preview image, it works like this. I don't totally get that. I did not create this map. I stole it from someone else and uploaded it as me. Good job. Well, I mean, we can obviously load any image. It's more of like what we want to like prefer. You can actually use GIFs too, which is kind of interesting. I don't think we're gonna try to render those. So let's do that. In mod uploader, I mean, we're gonna want to show it on the mod list screen as well. So I'm gonna borrow this file and put it in my git Sentinels mods blah. I'm gonna call it preview.jpg or preview.png. I think that seems fine. We will use those files. Preview image, Steam UGC preview, add item preview video. Oh, this is adding multiple. We want set item preview, which is the main. Must be under 1 megabyte in size. Where was that? Was that in the documentation? No. Where did that come from? Set item preview. handle, and the local file name. Which we can get from like the mod. See ya. Okay, let's just make a little quick method, which is get preview file path. And we'll check to see if it exists, I guess. Path equals this dot, or I guess we can use path dot combine. We don't have file IO. It is system.io. Why don't we get path dot combine? File. Is it under system.txt? We definitely use it. Just give me one that is working. Mod manager does it. Where does this path come from? System.io.path. Literally, why are you... Is it like path.path? Is that really... Oh my... No. What? Why? Like... What? Are you really... String does not... Oh, because we have a variable named path. Ah, okay. We're going to change this name to full path. That's grinding my gears. That was what was getting me. Try loading. Find whichever preview file exists, JPEG or PNG. Okay. And we can const string preview file name preview.jpg and JPEG. Oh no, JPEG. Why would we ever have a JPEG? Because we don't want to have files that are too big. That's why. Mod manager dot preview file name. If file dot exists, we're good. So I guess if, yeah, return path. Otherwise, try PNG. There's a change extension. That's the great handy little thing. And we get down here, return null. What? Oh, give the actual new extension? Rude. Okay. So here, if any, if our preview path mod get preview file path. If you got one, if you got it, flaunt it. Preview path. If not, show status and log a warning. Could not add preview image. And maybe here, show status, preview image not found. Add preview.jpg to your mod folder to have one. I'll just command you to add preview.jpg to your mod folder. I command. This is my. It's your quest. All right. Preview image. That's going to upload to Steam. We're not showing it yet, but it will upload. So why don't we just try that first, and then we'll try showing it on the screen. Except I got errors. What are my errors? I didn't save everything when I renamed that path variable. Onward to uploading the preview image. Upload to Steam Workshop. %, uploading preview image. Hey, that didn't say that before. Cool. And back to our sweet mod. I guess I can just click this button to go there. Hey, look. But I had changed the thing, so it went 16 by 9. So it did refresh this page now to be showing them. Oh yeah, so this is going to show it. We'll probably have to like refresh this. Yeah. So I need to upload a 16 by 9 image for full effect. If we're going 16 by 9. Or are we going square? Can't decide. I just can't decide. Let's just go square. And then we'll have some sort of vote on the Discord. Maybe 4x3 is going to be the community choice. I don't know. Publish it. It's probably not going to show up right away, but maybe it will, now that I actually have an image. Where does that 1 megabyte limit comment come from? Because that's not in the Steam doc. Suggested formats. Steam set item preview limit. I guess I can just try putting bigger and bigger images. Okay, reload the page. I think there's a cache system. So we have to wait for this to refresh, or maybe just upload it again. Because it also didn't upload it here. So there's some sort of caching going on. But if it's going to do this also, maybe, I don't know, 16 by 9. I don't know. Why is this version _2 also? That's not a tag that I want. Regenerate your page, Steam. All right, let's just show it in our UI. Basically, we need the same thing that's loading the texture 2Ds or whatever. Yeah, like load asset. So mod view, we want to have an image, preview image, and mod manager load instance, load texture. Does it only have the async? Load asset. And that's not static. Yeah, okay. Load asset. Right, oh, I guess it is the instance. Load asset, texture 2D. Oh, and this will actually try JPEG and PNG for us, right? Yeah. So we can just, where am I going? Mod manager.preview file name, mod.namespace. Do that. Oh, we can do that if we have enough brackets, but cannot be assigned to. GUI texture, get, main texture, get. Do I not need, I mean, I would say sprite. We've been using NGUI images and now we're using Unity UI image from disk. Create a new sprite. Sprite.create. Okay. Sprite.create. The whole thing? Pivot. How about that? And let's go back to the screen. I think I don't need Steam for this part. I just need to hook up the image that we already have. We just haven't hooked it up. We'll call it preview image. Nothing but that, nothing but that. Oh, invalid operation, but Oh yeah, it's giving me lots of errors about Steam not being initializing, but show me the... Is it not trying to load the image? Preview image. Okay, let's go. It should be trying. Maybe I didn't save my script. I did save the script. Let's just try from here so we get less, errors. Hey, Cytosine. Hope you are not too much underwater. I saw your post about that. We are workshopping away. Hey, it's my picture. It's my picture. It's so pretty. It's not my picture. I just got it from some other mod. But look at that. I guess it didn't load because of the Steam errors. It was getting exceptions. I can probably put some checks around those. Let's just do that because I need to iterate in this screen sometimes. Here where we're going to get a bunch of errors. This Steamworks is not initialized. But who called you? I guess it's like here, right? Here basically, if Steam Manager initialized. Call these things. Otherwise, don't do that. Draining slowly. And yeah, you want to live on the hill. I definitely, live like on the side of a hill, so we do live on the main floor, but we've never had a problem so far. We'll see. There's a parking lot underneath us, so I think that's where all the water goes if there's ever flooding. Still got an error in load workshop mods, right? So that's a place where we need to also check to see. Let's just not have errors when we're doing it this way. We'll just ignore Steam mods if that is the case. Also, this text is going to be all out of date, like right now. Cool, no errors, and we can see our stuff. But it's like, oh, that's the image for them. So what we want to actually do is like clear the sprite or turn it off or something. We'll probably have like a default one or something. We can just turn it off. Preview image. I'm kind of voting on square, personally, I think. Oh yeah, actually I don't want the layout to do that. So let's instead use enabled, which will keep the game object there for the layout, but either show it or not. And we can also just like clear the sprite. Or the 7-Up. Image. No image. No image. Cool. So obviously this screen is still gross, but it's getting there. Getting there to be a little less gross. I mean, not. It's still gonna gross. It's just like more functional. Let's go see if that page layout is better now. Hey, yeah. Now it's like, here's the square. And then on the main workshop page, items. It's a square. Collections, home. The little thing down here went away. It's interesting. I wonder if that requires 16 by 9 or something. Cowie is the hero. Yeah. Your favorites? Your subscribed items? Yeah, this was the view I wanted to look at. So actually now it's all working with Square in a nice way. So we'll go with that for now, and we will see if that's okay. Cool. All right, should fix this label. It won't make any sense. Steam Workshop integration is in progress. You can install mods on an ad hoc basis as follows. To upload your mod to Steam Workshop, click on the mod and use the upload interface. Whatever. This text is not going to be here forever, but I just want it to not be a lie. Don't be a total lie. Cool. So we added uploading preview to Steam and displaying the preview image as well. That seems cool. Add support for displaying a preview image in game and uploading it to Steam. Cool, cool, cool. So I think there's like, I'm gonna add a new card, which is decide workshop image aspect ratio, square 4:3 or 16:9. You're gonna have to have some sort of battle about that. I don't know. Maybe it's not a battle. Cool, 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 cool. I think this had maybe a better image, but then I didn't even have a checklist about it. Yeah, so this is all really good. I'm very pleased that everything is going along pretty well. We could put in these tags. Let's see how that works. Like, I feel like we're just rolling here. Let's just keep rolling. Do these tags, and then these other things we'll get to next time. But I think at this point we can potentially, if we can get the store, like the workshop part set up and everything, we could potentially like open it up for beta testing for mod authors to start getting their stuff published and playing around with the UI there and everything. So let's let's do the tags. So I'm just gonna open this page, and which I already had open, and going to take another quick break. Don't make a new folder BRB again. I'll be back and we'll look at those tags. Cool. Whew, tried to breathe some water in. I am okay. Were you able to hear me coughing from out there? Just breathing water, you know, your usual idea. Okay, tags. By default, all tags submitted by the game will show up list for customers in the right-hand column. You can override them that you don't want to be visible. Yeah, breathing water, I agree, do not recommend. So we can remove tags as a like admin and add admin tags. Okay, I don't totally understand all that, but there's this weird version 2 tag. So tags based on the content declared by the mod. So we would call steamugc.tag add set item tags and a list of strings. I think that's what it said to call, right? Okay. So I think we probably want to make a thing on here. What does it take? Add tag, add set tags. Handle an iList of string. So yeah, p tags, sure. So I think we want a method on here, which is going to return us back get tags. Return null. And get tags to tags. Yeah, it's happy with that. Okay. So if that returns false, we can set item tags, return false, plus tags dot to recursive string. I guess we want to do a null check here, right? If tags is not null. I don't know. Does it take null? Yeah, it doesn't like it to be null. I guess we can say this always must return at least an empty list. That's fine. Could not add tags. Could not set tags. Okay. Sorry. So. Result. So we always will return at least an empty list. Automatically populate some tags. Allow manifest to specify their own tags as well. I think if you look at other things, I think having like heroes, villains, that sort of thing. This mod is like different, I guess, categories. I don't know. What are other workshops? Slay the Spire workshop. I mean, it is a nice one. Browse items. Tools, API, character. Yeah, so sort of categories of content. I think the other thing on Space Engineers might have to do with, does it use not just ready to use, but also it is ready to use. So I don't know where category comes from. Is that tags? Type and category? Where do those come from? Those aren't anything that like shows up. Maybe that's something in the back end that we can control. There's tags. Oh yeah, we can create categories. Okay, on the back end. And we can probably create types as well, perhaps. I don't know. I don't want this page open. I want my chat back open. Finally finished breathing water, by the way. Okay, they can have comma in your tag name, by the way. So I think if this dot hero deck identifiers dot any, is this going to always be? It may not be, right? It may be empty. Yeah. So. Whoop. Where? No. Oh, man. Back is not doing what I want. kind of want like a little helper function for this. Private add tag if applicable. Enumerable identifiers, string tag, and we can pass in the and then like if identifiers dot n is not null and identifiers dot any tags dot add tag. So like tags, this dot hero deck identifiers, heroes, right? Heroes, villains, I think. Makes sense. Pluralit. I really need this variable to be tags. Probably move these things into a constant somewhere too, but so we got hero deck identifiers, villain, team villain, environment, and then variants. Definitely pluralit. All right, villains, team villains, environments, and variants is a dictionary. Can this be just an enumerable without? What do you get with enumerable without the T? I mean, we can always just be like, boop, boop. Sure, like why not? Variants. And all right, what else might a mod have that would be tagged? That's it? That's the like right now that's what we got for automatic tags. So let's add manual tags. And I don't think that's because I want to make it clear that these are like you're adding these in addition to the ones that I guess we want to use populate list. Oh wait, do we? Load strings. We just call that. Yeah. Load strings. And that just like sets it if it's there, and if it's not, doesn't. Yeah. Okay, and then if manual tags is not null, tags dot add range, manual tags, and tags dot unique, tags dot distinct. Yeah, I guess we want to not allow duplicates to come in. I don't know what, maybe Steam won't care if you have duplicates, so maybe that's fine. All right, so this should actually work right now, and then let's try adding in the manual tags after. Sure, I saved everything. To do a build in here which saves and then gives me a bunch of errors. Yeah, I don't think I did. Maybe. Let's try restarting. Okay. Workshop. Upload. Added tags, yo. Finished. Secret. Hey, look. Heroes, villains, team villains, environment, variants. And then do those show up in like the main tags here? Maybe I have to like change that in the back end. Maybe, or maybe it takes some time to refresh. Cool, let's go and put some manual tags in. Manual tags. Awesome. Dumb. No. Test. Awesome. It's an awesome test. Those are my two manual tags. And let's put those in. Go. Okay. And back to my files. Awesome test. Cool. So we got our own manual notes as well as our manual. Oh, it didn't put in my change notes there for some reason. It lost them. Maybe because it was only tags. It might be that the notes don't go if it didn't. I don't know. We'll look at that later. Cool. So I'm just going to peek at the back end and see if it says anything about the tags on that page now. You can localize tags. All tags will show up. You can override it by specifying only certain tags you wish to be visible, and add admin tags that are not visible to normal users. So yeah, so I think basically we'll leave it probably open to begin with and then see what comes up and then probably like filter it at some point. And there's still this weird version 2 tag. That's the only thing that's showing up. Incompatible items. Okay. Maybe the tags, it probably will take some time for this to update with the tags that are there. So that's cool. That's tags. Tags are in. I haven't thought of any others that we would need to make automatic. So that seems to be what we want. Add automatic and manual tags to item upload. Look at that. We're rolling along. Metadata, this giant string, I don't think we need that. I think we're ready to basically get this into modders' hands to start working on. I think I need to look at the back end a bit more and get that set up. So potentially this could be available this weekend. Let's not say for sure, but it is something that we will see. But I'm pretty happy with where it's gone. That integration has been like much smoother than, I mean, no one's tried it but me, so maybe it's actually a big pile of crap. But so far, so good. All right, and then the screen needs to look good, but we'll get there too. So I don't know if there's anything else I'm gonna get at today. That seems like a lot. It seems like something I want to think about getting shipped out, and chat about with people in the Discord, and yeah. So I don't know that there's anything that's small enough for me to look at here right now. I guess I should probably test uploading a mod again because I made a bunch of changes. So let's do that. That's easy-ish. So, okay. Let's check my Slack here and see if anyone's needs me. Seems okay. Okay, so that mod file is in the engine code. Well, so there's two mods, aren't there, in Sentinels engine because of the test cases. Workshop test A and workshop test B. Let's just make sure to build them. And we can set up little manifests for them, or at least for one of them. Okay, so I want to go to here, workshop test A. We need to have a manifest. Really, you need a manifest and a DLL. That's your minimum viable. So bin debug workshop test A DLL. Let's add this JSON file. Workshop test A. Nothing to see here. The namespace of this is surprise workshop test A. No published file ID. This, so part of the is that this gets actually written into this file when you upload it. We'll call it version 0.1. We'll make it purple. No tags. Our decks are Angry Taxpayer, the hero, and Anyville, the environment, and none of those, and no variants of other heroes. Yeah, it's the other one that has variants of other things. And we can just omit the credits. That's kind of the minimum, I think. And we can make a preview image because I like images, and I kind of want to change my other preview image to not be this other thing. What's an image? It's like a bunch of bills Memes. Get memes. I think I have a folder with memes in it somewhere, but I think I might have deleted it. I have a bunch of, yeah, I don't want to put that. I'm just thinking what, in my iCloud, do I have anything interesting? Oh yeah, here's memes. This is the memes. Me having things, bears, cookies, pictures of cats. This weird Flintstones. I don't even know where these things came from. Game Minder. Sentinel's sidekick. Horses. Me. Where's the, do I have the Sentinels of the multi-butts? That would be a good one. I don't know if I have that. Alert, communication error. XCOM, list of dead soldiers. Uncle Slam. There's so much randomness. Sentinel's sidekick. That seems like a nice deep cut. Here's an old Sentinels picture. All right, let's take this and crop it for our preview. Oh, it's the Android version too. Just going to get this to be 600 by 600, I guess. As long as it's a lovely square. And then, oh yeah, I have these fun, oh no, there was a Rock Band picture, or like created Clown Jesus. It's so random. Jake Solomon talking about aliens. Cats. Oh, I don't know. There's more cats. How about this? This is already square. And it's little. It's square-ish. It's not actually square. This is the best part. Trying to pick this dog. This dog is great. This can be the picture for. We'll see what happens when we have a non-square image. Because this is not quite square. It'll probably stretch it. Probably need to fix that. So we have enough in this to be a mod, I think, assuming it works. Let's try loading it ad hoc. This is your process, right? Get your mod put together, get it loading and working. Try it out. Workshop test A. Yeah, it is stretching that image. If I change this to be preserve aspect, yeah. Let's fix that while we're in here. Mod list. Preview image, not sliced. Simple. Preserve aspect. And start with nothing. Should work. Actually, don't have to go back to the splash anyways, but well, I do if I want to upload to Steam, don't I? All right, workshop, test A. These are all the things. It has my heroes and my environments. I can pull them up and see the stuff that I wrote that time that I made this for testing. Cool. And let's upload to Steam Workshop. So it looks like this mod is not yet a Steam Workshop item. First, make sure you don't have your manifest.json file open in another program. Okay, Dad. Who wrote that? Then click the button below to create it. Okay, it made the item. It's uploading it. It's super fast because it's really little. It opens the page for us automatically. Has our tags and our key value tags. Has our dog picture. So that didn't show up as a preview image here, but I wonder if that's something that Steam needs to like refresh. Or maybe because it wasn't square, it didn't do that. Potentially. So yeah, I just added a mod. It's that easy. I mean, you need to make the mod, but that's that's like literally put it in, get it set up, click upload, and it is there with all of the technical business. Now if I go to workshop, go to my workshop files. Oh yeah, there's the image. Just, I think if there's only the one image, it also shows it here. So that's, I guess, something to be said for 16 by 9 is because it's going to show 16 by 9. Whereas this, I have that image as well because you can upload manual images. You can't actually change the preview image, but you can upload other images. So that's sort of a point to 16 by 9, I think. That if you only have the preview image, it will still look better here. Yeah. We can cycle on that, but that seems like a good reason. I'm just going to note that if you only upload, so I guess we can say like pros and cons. If you only upload a preview image and do not add more images, the preview image is used as the hero image on the item page. If it's narrower, than 16 by 9, it gets letterboxed. Square images look better in the grid because there's no random empty space. 16 by 9 images look better in the list view because you see more. Grid view. Some things to think about. Leaning a bit to 16 by 9, I think, because of that. Because a lot of people are just going to be like, I'll upload the preview image and that is it, the end. So we could also enforce a preview image as well. So that is a thing we could potentially do. Like you have to have a preview image to upload, for example. Cool. So then anyone who is me can download this right now. The whole workshop is not visible to anyone who's not me, I think. We open a new private window that's not logged into Steam. It's just going to be like, LOL, there's no such tab as workshop. Even, I wonder, I made this public. So because of testing, I don't know if, I can't paste into that? Yeah, I can paste into that. Yeah. I can't go to any of the item. I can't even go to this URL. If you tried to go to this URL, it won't work because the Sentinels workshop is hidden. So there you go. Okay, so yeah, so the uploading step worked great. And so now it actually changes the manifest file to add the ID into it. So if we go and look at the manifest here, it's got the published file ID listed. And so then when I load, even if I reload, it will know that that mod, well, it will look and see, does that mod belong to me when I go to pull it up, basically. And also no one can upload a mod with the same namespace. So yeah, if I go upload, it knows that it's your item and we can upload it from local files, update it from local files. So yeah, so that is cool. So I'm excited. I think we're going to try to get this out and get the workshop into beta mode so that mod authors can start getting their mods up and start testing out them on the Steam Workshop. And yeah, super exciting. Looks like we're getting much closer to getting this to be a full-fledged feature than I really thought. There's still a few more things, but with the multiplayer especially, but I don't think they're going to be too hard based on what's happened so far. So fingers crossed. That's going to be it for today. Keep an eye out for the Discord channel and stuff. I'll be posting in there about being able to join the beta for workshop page. And actually, I need to update this to say things while I'm thinking about it. Oh, I don't want to become famous. I want to mod you and ban you. Fine. Maybe I'll just make a card here to update manifest doc and yeah, update docs to mention new workshop stuff, which is preview image, published file ID and manifest, and manual tags. I think those are the only things that really changed. Yeah, I think those are the only things that changed. So, and like can talk about how to do the uploading and stuff, but it's hopefully pretty simple. So that is gonna be it. So thanks for watching and have a great weekend. See you later.